Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Royal View. I'm Mary Barcott.
I'm Leo Fitzsimmons.
I'm Brenda Doyle.
And I'm Raul.
He's just Raul. He has no last name.
I don't.
Today we have a lot of things to talk about. What? I can literally hear our director. It's kind of funny.
What'd you say?
Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, did you hear it?
I mean, I heard it, but
I heard something. I didn't hear
It
what
was
it was.
eerie. Is it the Phantom of the
It
Opera?
was like
It's the
very
Mole
bizarre
Man.
because it's literally there's no camera people right now. It's just people in the studio.
Yeah,
And
shout
tell
out-
people that.
Shout out to Mike. He's dead now.
I wonder if they can hear her.
We have to talk about it.
No, they can't hear her. She's
I
over
feel
there.
like they
We're
can
all
hear it.
mic'd.
It's pretty loud.
We're
but
all
regardless.
mic'd though.
It's funny. For
Chat-
us, it's hilarious. You guys don't understand, but
Mike, if you're listening to us now, we hope that you enjoy this show.
Mike is not
this
For
is,
you, man.
This is dedicated to
This is
Mike,
dedicated
Mike and Dan.
To Mike and Dan, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have a lot of topics tonight.
Yeah.
One of which we had a little bit of tiff about earlier before the show. Ariana
Oh, yeah.
Grande was being interviewed
Yeah.
by a radio host, two radio hosts actually. I think it was like for Hot 97. I don't know for sure
Power
exactly.
106.
Power 106, I guess.
Yeah.
And the men that were interviewing her were making a lot of sexist comments, and I think she handled herself really well. I actually think she was almost a little too nice. But I personally thought that they were being extremely sexist, and some people did not. And by some people, I mean Raul.
Okay, first of all, I want to know your two opinions on it because we already know what we think. I want to hear what you thought about that video now that we just saw it.
Mom, Dad, stop fighting. It's okay.
You're tearing this family
You are
apart.
tearing this family apart.
That doesn't answer the question that
Yeah,
I
what
prompted.
did
It really
to you.
doesn't. I'm really just
What
avoiding
did you guys
it.
think when you watched the video?
I'll let you take that first.
No, I don't.
Leo, you
I
go,
need
you
to
go.
compose my thoughts.
I mean, I am 100% for Ariana Grande. I mean, like, I personally love to make sarcastic jokes and stuff. So, without seeing, like, you know, that entire session with them, I feel, without knowing their personalities, that they were trying to be funny. Obviously, that clearly didn't come off as the case. I personally have no issue, because this was specifically about the new emojis and stuff. Like,
That was just one part.
But like, yeah, but like, that's like a good example though. It's like the whole sexist idea there, you know, like they were, I don't know, being like very offensive. Like in my opinion, like, I'm not gonna say that I took it offensively being a gay individual, but I would definitely say like, why would you say something like that, especially over the air? Like, you really need to
Why?
watch what you're saying.
Well, I'll say this, the
I just
emoji
don't know
thing
what's
didn't actually
bad.
bother me that much. If it was solely the emoji thing, it wouldn't have bothered me. But like, if you actually watch the whole video and see the sexist comments before the emoji part, I think that's what made it
That he
more
said-
upsetting to me
that
because
he
they
said-
kept making these comments that
Would
were
you rather have your makeup
obviously
or your
quite,
phone?
yeah.
Do you wear makeup?
I do sometimes. At home, I never, ever, ever wear makeup, like ever. Here, I feel like I do more just because I sometimes think if when I don't wear makeup, I don't get things done because I feel very, like, lazy, if that makes sense. If I have makeup on, I feel like, okay, well, I like look better, so I feel a little bit better, and I'm gonna actually get things done. If I don't wear makeup, I don't do anything. For the record, I got my phone stolen when I was in Barcelona while I was abroad, and didn't have a phone for like 2 or 3 months. Like,
That sucks.
it's just kind of one of those things that they were making these generalizations about women, and they're trying to make it seem like we were the only ones, like,
Yeah.
you know, that we can't choose between makeup and a phone. Like, I could
just
go
don't
out without
understand.
either. And
I just don't understand. It's just like such a stereotype. It's obviously a stereotype. It's obviously a generalization. Like, I don't understand. We have
I
to
think it's
speak.
generalization.
I know it is a generalization. It
Yeah,
is.
but I don't
we
think
have
that the way they were saying
but
it
why
was-
can't? But why is it not okay to have a generalization? We have to be able to speak in generalizations. If we don't speak in generalizations, it's gonna
But
be so
generalizations
hard to have
aren't
a
always right.
conversation. If you, but women wear makeup. Men do not wear makeup unless they're
men
acting.
do.
Unless they're acting. Most people.
some men do, even if they're not acting.
I know some men do,
Exactly.
but do men as a majority wear makeup? No.
No, but they're
okay,
saying
but
you
that's the
can't even
thing.
choose between. We can't choose between makeup or
But
a
that's
phone.
the thing. The thing is that men as a majority do not wear makeup. Women as a majority do wear makeup. That is an obvious thing.
But that wasn't
is
the
a
question.
thing.
That wasn't the question, though.
I know it wasn't the question, but what I'm saying is that is
could say
the
the same
case,
thing
right?
about men,
And
though.
the same thing. I know, but if you told me, if you were like, listen, if Brendan told me, he was like, listen, Raul, if you were on an island and you had to choose between cars or what else
phone.
do I mean, or like not my phone, but like, well, that could work too.
Yeah, because I feel like
But
that
if
could
it's
be
like, oh, like if you had to
applicable
do like cars or football, you have to give up one. What would you give up? Like, no, I don't think any
Am I
guy would get
assuming
mad
that
at that and be like,
this island
oh,
has
what do you
roads
But
that I
that's not
could
why
use
she
the
got mad.
car on?
That's not why she got mad. What actually made me more mad was when she said, "Is this what you think girls have trouble choosing between?" And they said yes. They said, and their face were like, "Yes, of course."
But that was,
that's what we
but
think."
that
It wasn't
tone
like
when they said that, I felt like they were
oh.
being like over the top. Like they're just being
No,
like, oh,
I don't think so.
obviously.
I mean,
like,
and
Well,
that's
if that
just your
was the
opinion.
case,
Over
then
the
it was
top.
not very smart on
And
their
that's your
part.
opinion. But I honestly, the way that I watched the video, those men seemed very serious about the statements that they were making. In my honest opinion, you can look at it a different way. You know, I mean, people interpret things differently. But personally, I thought those men were absolutely being serious about what they thought. And like the emoji thing doesn't bother me that much. It's just the fact that you see like throughout the interview them kind of throwing out these sexist comments, and to me seemed extremely real.
I'm just saying that if you pose the same thing to a man, they would
I would
not get
agree with that
offended. If
because
you
it
said the
seemed like they were
football
really
or
uncomfortable,
cars
especially when
thing,
she
you
would call
wouldn't
them
be
out on
like,
it.
oh, is this really what you think men only think about is cars and football, or saying like all men are pigs? Like, dude, like people, like we don't take offense to that because we know it's just like ridiculous. Like, I just feel like
Someone
everybody,
coulda.
I just feel like right now in this time of
You're saying
age,
you wouldn't
everybody's
have.
getting. Everybody gets offended over everything. Like everyone's
What
trying to
was,
find a reason to get mad.
what's,
I feel like there
I'm
was
I'm getting
no
offended
harm.
by your tone.
I feel
Mi-
like there was
mi-
no
what is it,
harm that was meant to be
microaggressions?
done. They were just doing a
If a man asks
general
me-
thing, a general 2 or 4. I feel like if you plugged in any 2 things, you would be
Yeah,
just
no.
as mad.
If a
'cause you
man
have
asked
to
me,
do
no.
an
If
either-or.
that man asked me that question, I wouldn't have thought twice about it. To be honest, her answer, I would have answered the question. I would have just answered the question. I wouldn't have
Why
thought it
couldn't
was
anyone have
sexist.
answered
To be
the
honest,
question?
But
Exactly, because it's not inherently
but
sexist,
The
you're
difference
just making
is
the
that
generalization.
She did, and she made a statement about it, and they made it even worse. That's what I'm saying. Like she called them out. She had an opinion on it, and that's fine. It was
And then
their
they had
answer.
their-
It
and
was
they had their opinion
their
on it,
answer
and
that
that's
was rude.
fine.
And it's an opinion, but that doesn't. You can have an opinion. Your opinion doesn't have to be right.
I guess, but
Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
I just still
Yeah,
think
it
it's
just-
ridiculous that people actually got mad about that, or that you would even
They're-
think
I'm
about.
not, like,
Because, like you
mad.
said, like
We've
you wouldn't
gotten
think
madder
you
over
would
stupider things.
Like if
Yeah.
you like if you like you know like you said, if they ask you the question, you wouldn't immediately think to that because you understand. Like if someone's asking you a question like that, it has to be like an either or. What are things that women like? They wear makeup, they're on their phones. Like it's just like 2 things. And if it would have been any 2 things, if it would have been like Gossip Girl or friggin' going to the
Lost.
spa, you'd be like,
I would say
oh,
phones are
like
more
it's just
unisex, though.
it's just
I've seen
ridiculous that you
guys
would
who are on phones
even
more than my girlfriend.
try to
It's
make
not
an
really that
issue
ridiculous.
about it.
I don't think she was making an issue about it. She was just saying, "Oh, like, is this what you really think women like?"
But it
think
is
about
because
all
she
the
was
time?
obviously trying to like. So I feel like there was no reason to do that, but that's just me. I don't know. We're going in circles at this point. Do you have any input? You didn't have
Yeah,
any
Brett,
input. Did
Brett,
you
Brett,
compose your
Brett.
thoughts?
Did you watch the video?
I did watch the
We
video.
were all just here when we watched it.
yeah,
As,
but he wasn't
speaking
really
as
watching it, Leo.
speaking as someone who was
Oh.
just on their phone during that argument, I think that the real problem
Can you go without your
is
phone
to-
or makeup?
I can't go. I can't go without either. Really, I need my foundation. I need my phone also.
He's not born with it. This is
Yeah,
Maybelline.
it really is. I think that it speaks more about how addicted to phones we are.
I
Well,
guess,
yeah,
but
we are the technologic
Yeah.
generation.
That is such
we
a
also have
bad
an
cop out
Yeah,
answer,
that was
Brendan.
pretty bad.
Like
But
that's
we
not
also
even
have,
good.
we were talking
But
about
did
this
you
in
think
class. We
that
have
the
an
men were
incredibly short
being-
attention
I
span.
think the men were out of line. However, I think that this is blown out of proportion. Just
But
a
more
little
of
bit.
it, I mean,
Yeah.
like, listen, I think more of anything, it just shows. I thought that Ariana Grande really handled
Yeah.
herself well in the situation, and she called them out without having to be, you know, really rude. You know what I mean? I think there are a
I mean,
lot
she
of
was
celebrities who
respectful,
would have.
and if she was like actually
respectful.
mad, she could have been actually mad. But I think she also knew
I
that
think
they
she
were
was
just
making
being
a statement.
ridiculous too. And like,
I
because
don't
when you were
think she did.
when they were talking, it was kind of bantery.
Well,
That's
I-
a little
yeah,
bit.
That's
also-
Like when
you have
she
to
was
read
like,
their
"Oh, we'll start
Yeah.
with you
I think
first."
she
That's
was
kind of
being
like a
nice.
jab. Like
Yeah.
that was kind of a bantery jab. That wasn't
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I don't think that she actually thinks these dudes are sexist. I think that she thinks they're being ridiculous."
I don't
Like,
know about
I think
that.
that they're playing it up because it's also like morning shock jock kind of DJ
Yeah,
stuff.
dude, like, they're
that's
just being
I think
ridiculous.
that
They're being over
that's
the
a bit of
top.
a persona. I think.
Yeah.
I think it
It
might
might
be
be.
wrong to glorify
Listen.
something like that, but I do think it at some point it's not that actual guy. It's a character.
I don't watch these men.
Yeah.
Like I've never listened to anything else they've done, and that could be very
It
true.
came
But
from the
as
grassy
me,
knoll.
an objective person watching that interview without knowing anything about those people, I personally thought that the way that they were speaking and the way that they convinced me that they actually believe some of these things. Maybe they don't, but I honestly thought that they were being quite sexist.
Yeah, I can see that.
If they were being funny, like I don't know, I just didn't get the funny vibe from it.
well, if you didn't
I
think
think
it was
it's
funny,
about
then
how
it's
you
fine.
view it, honestly. I mean, like the way that I look at it, I appreciate when people go for humor effect and stuff like that. I will definitely say it did look like they were trying to be over the top based on their facial reactions and stuff. But at the same time, just because you like put emphasis on something doesn't mean that it's necessarily the right thing to say. Like, you could try to make something funny and it could be the polar opposite in somebody's mind.
Yeah.
Again,
But how do you ever know? You'll never know that unless you say it. So it's a moot
Well, exactly.
point.
They took a chance.
They took
she
a chance,
responded.
and she got
they
responded, and they
back.
were respectful, and they kept the relationship, and it was fine. But then
Now
when I
let's
read
apply
the
a theory
article, when
from
I read the Vice
communication to this.
article, it just like the tone of it, and of course, like I read it, and it was by a woman who like wrote it, so obviously there's like a bias already there.
I
It
didn't like-
sounded way worse in text.
I
than
didn't
in
like the
video.
Vice. I didn't like the headlines about the emojis because I personally didn't find that like
Yeah.
emoji thing that offensive.
'Cause that's
Do I
also
think that
just
they
as
were like a little
ridiculous.
like I think that was kind of stupid of them to say that the unicorn emoji is only for women because like primarily I'm sure more women use it, but like I
Yeah,
wouldn't
dude.
make that outright statement saying that's a man should
Why
use
are we
that.
acting like they're saying
that's
that like
so
it's a fact?
stupid
That's what I
because-
don't
When's
understand.
the,
This
wait,
is
when's
an
the last time
extreme-
you,
What it seemed like.
when you did
This
the
is an extreme
unicorn emoji?
example.
It's like
but
it's
just
like
bear
my
with
step
me.
my
That's
step
like
brother.
saying
He
you
like
have
he goes on
a
Tinder
son
and he's
and a
like,
daughter.
oh, I love fairy
So
princesses.
you look at your
Girls
daughter
eat
and
that
you say,
stuff up,
oh, you
but
can
they're just
only
being
have
goofy
stuff that's associated
because they know
with
that that's not
pink
manly.
or with
That's
Barbie
the
and
joke.
stuff like that.
Yeah, that is
But
the
if your
joke.
son legitimately like wants a
We're having
Barbie
two
doll,
different
there's no
arguments.
law
We
saying
really-
that you can't get it.
It's not
for
even
him.
like really an
There's
argument.
nothing
it's like
saying that
two,
there's anything
two
wrong
separate
with that.
people.
No,
So it's
two
like-
separate
let's
parties are
talk
just
about
talking and
emoji.
agreeing.
What are we talking about over here in the middle?
I'm talking about how everything is fair to use. That's like saying that you have a kid.
It
so,
is fair to use.
hypothetical, let's say that you have a son. If your son legitimately, honestly wants a Barbie doll, there is no law in any of the states here forbidding you from buying your son a Barbie doll.
But that's not the argument. The argument is that the fact that you would even get mad for making such a statement like that, it's like, because like this is the thing. I remember in my sociology class they asked us, they're like, if you got a gift for your son and it was like, if someone gave you a gift for your son for his birthday and it was a doll, would you be upset? Some people
No,
said,
I'd say
just
get
some people,
imaginative.
okay, yeah. So some people said they were like a lot of people, the majority of the people said that they wouldn't be offended, and I felt like some people that had a different opinion didn't want to say it because they were like afraid that they were gonna get in trouble. And then I raised my hand and I gave my opinion. My opinion was I wouldn't be upset if I knew that my son liked to play with dolls. I wouldn't care if you got him a doll; it'd be great. But I would be upset if you all of a sudden just assumed that my son would like dolls because it's like, do you think that my son is feminine? Like it's just kind of like a rude thing to do. It's just like if you're straight and you assume someone's being gay, or if you assume someone's gay and they're not gay just because they have a lisp, but because a lot of gay people do tend to have lisps, that it's like, you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say? I'm like rambling at this point, but like,
Hi, Aaron.
This is
you know
all
what
I'll
I'm
say
saying.
is that I don't think Ariana Grande lost any sleep that night. I'm just personally saying that I think that they were being sexist, and I think that it wasn't like this thing where she was so unbelievably angry with these people. I thought she handled herself well, and I thought she stood up for her, like, us women pretty well, and she, I mean, not just women, she was standing up for men as
Yeah.
well, and
I just
I'm
think
not
it's great
saying
that
it
she
was
was
just crazy,
championing, she was
it wasn't
championing
screaming going
equality.
on or anything like that, but she was just being respectful, and she stood up for herself, and I liked it.
It was fine.
We
don't
actually
have-
just
I don't-
agreed for once.
I don't have
Honestly, that
anything
is
to
like
say.
exciting for me. We've been like way too.
We didn't. We agreed
agreeable.
that she was nice. Like we
No,
didn't
did-
agree
I'm
on the
glad we
actual
disagree,
topic.
though, because we've been
We-
agreeing too much. I
We
think.
should really celebrate this
Agree to
with a
disagree.
PSA
Celebrate.
break.
Oh, what
And
was
also with
Oh.
no mic feedback.
What is that?
I don't know.
that?
was so
All right,
terrible.
let's throw it to a PSA while we find out
Yeah,
what this feedback
stay tuned.
is. Right? Is that-
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child.
So let's join hands, book people unite. Unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. One book could be the first little thing that helps to change a life.
People unite. Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Yeah. Again. See, Leo is always talking about
I
it.
hope that we didn't get
We
Stereotypes.
didn't. It's fine.
I just want to point out that over the break, Mary was making fun of me because I cared about my hair, implying that it's a feminine
No, I didn't
thing
make fun of you.
to make.
No, no.
You did, because
Oh
you
my
did it
gosh,
and you gave it a
no.
wink. You
No,
gave it a
that's
wink.
not what happened. I said he complained about his hair, and I was saying it was kind of ironic because we were just talking about how the men were saying that women only think about their hair, and then I said, oh, look at Raul.
Well,
I
who
wasn't
said
making
that?
fun of you.
Who said that women
That's what
only
the
think
men-
about their hair?
That was what the men were like saying, that women worry so much about their hair and their phones. And then I thought it was ironic that you had just complained about you didn't think your hair looked good, and that's why you had your hood up. That's what really happened.
Everybody wants to look good. I don't see why that's a problem.
It's not.
It's not a problem.
Okay, so why did you make that stereotype? You were doing
I
like
didn't
an
make a
attack on me.
stereotype. I was
She did an attack
literally
on me.
pointing out
You can't
an
make a
ironic
stereotype.
statement.
You can reinforce a stereotype.
I thought it
You
was.
can make
How,
stereotype.
then where did the
Not one
stereotype come from
person.
if you can't make it?
I thought
you
it was
can help- you can
ironic.
help
Your own
reinforce it.
cannot create a stereotype. You
No,
can
but she,
reinforce it.
Yeah.
but
I
she
didn't
was
make a
reinforcing it because
No,
she
no, I
was
didn't make a
she made it
stereotype.
sly. You heard it,
No, I
Leo. You
didn't.
know what I was
No, no,
talking
But
but
she
about.
made a
Yeah,
generalization.
you
not a
heard it.
That
stereotype.
wasn't my.
did.
What I was
And
saying.
she's so
Right.
against
I
the
was
generalizations.
making a joke
I'm my
about
own
the
person.
fact that we just talked about these two men who were saying that the women only care about their hair and phones, and then we had a male over here
I am.
say that he was worried about his hair, and I said, well, that's ironic. Look at you. You just disproved them. That's what I was saying.
I want that to look at you.
Anyways.
That wasn't the intention of the
That's
joke,
100%
and I know
was
it.
the intention.
But she
and
got called out, so she had to
No.
backpedal.
That's literally was exactly what the joke was. And I did not appreciate being
You know what? It's times.
misrepresented.
It's times
Did we
like
figure out
these
who we're
that I'm
talking
really
about?
gonna miss this school, and it really makes me sad that I'm a senior.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
the big S.
man,
We're
the
all
big
the
ass. Yeah,
We're
Whoa,
seniors.
hey, whoa,
We're
dump
all
that.
S's.
yeah. It's just
How do you guys feel about being senior?
well, some
Tired.
Of us, yeah, some of us have been longer, been here for longer than other seniors, so I'm kind of ready to not be here anymore.
I would stay here forever.
Well, that's because you're
Yeah.
RTN's mascot.
It's
We can't
it's
let you go.
fun, but I like after doing like actual work over the summer, I'm kind of just like, yeah,
Ready to
I'm ready to leave.
Oh.
I'm ready to be exercised.
Okay.
I'm like a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
good.
exercise or exercised?
The
The second one.
yeah, the one with the O.
The one. Okay.
Yeah.
I personally like as exciting as it is to be a senior. I really hate it so much because it's fun and it's great, but I don't want to leave. I really don't.
Senioritis?
It makes me really sad. Not really seniors. I just don't want to be a real person. I don't want to go into the real world.
Senioritis is when you don't want to do work.
I like school. I like
Yeah,
I've had that
education.
since
I like
junior
it.
year.
I was like, wait, senioritis.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is not.
It's really sad.
My college work motto.
I'm gonna miss people here.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm not gonna miss being here. The air really messes with my body. Like every time
Yeah,
I leave
the
here,
location of the city.
every
is
time I
not-
leave here, I feel great, and then as soon as I
We're-
come back, I'm just straight sick until I
But
leave
do you think
again.
if you weren't studying, like if you weren't actually studying here, it'd be different?
Yeah, if like the school was
If
somewhere
this
else.
was like
yeah.
your home, anyways.
I don't know. Maybe my body would have gotten used to it as a kid. Who
Yeah.
knows? I'm not sure. But it sucks, man, because it's only here. I thought that I just had like a bad immune system, but it's like literally only when I'm here.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about with Julie yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, this coal mining town is bad for your health, believe it or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the mines still burn to
Yeah,
this day.
it's
they do.
it's
I
like
know.
that. No, that's
Isn't
not
that
true.
nuts?
It's that
No,
other
there's a town
town.
near
Yeah.
us. There's a town near us that
There's
like.
a
gonna say,
town
that's not
where
true.
like coal fires are still burning
Yeah.
down
The
there,
air's
and like the
not
town is
good.
And that's
uninhabitable.
where
but that is
Silent
not
Hill
here.
is.
I want to go there. Actually.
Don't. You'll die.
No, you won't.
People,
You can
people,
go.
no, people get like the. It's not stable, so
The
people
ground
will.
is
Yeah, sometimes
unstable.
people just
Yeah,
like
I'm
fall
sorry.
They
into the
have
ground.
I'm gonna
sinkholes like no freaking
It's like
tomorrow.
it's like the cover of like a metal
I wanna
CD.
go. I still want to go.
Just the ground opens up sometimes and there's hell. It's just fire everywhere.
It's
So,
like
I
the
mean-
movie Holes,
Yeah, but there's
except it's
fire
not
in the
entertaining and
holes.
Shia LaBeouf's not there to help you.
I loved Holes. It's such a great movie.
And
Holes
Sigourney
was a
Weaver.
good movie.
Yeah, and Sigourney Weaver's there.
Sigourney?
Yeah.
Sigourney
Sigourney.
Weaver.
Yeah, you told me that.
Wait,
And that
did
one
we?
guy.
You
You
talk
Hold
like
on,
you're from
Leo.
Scranton. Sigourney.
Leo, didn't we cast
Sigourney
Sigourney
Weaver.
Weaver in our big pilot?
We did.
Yeah.
Professor Holmes was like,
Oh,
oh,
they- crazy.
they did,
it's like
yeah,
we weren't
they
so
did.
sure about that. Oh, for the main female lead, Sigourney
No, we
Weaver,
did not say her
go
for the
for
main
it.
female lead. We
The
definitely
mother.
did not. The mother. I was like, we're not.
Sigourney
so
Weaver,
bad.
like Professor Holmes' face lit
She's like,
up.
yes, we
I
have-
remember
we have
giving
such
my
a good grade on
presentation, and
that.
everyone was like, "What the hell are you guys talking about?"
Yeah.
Well, that's because you guys didn't have very good visual aids.
That wasn't my fault.
No.
dude.
Yeah.
That
That
wasn't,
wasn't
my
your
fault.
fault.
Can I
but
have a
that still
comment with your
happened.
sketch artist? Because I
I
was
had
like
like a really good
mind-boggled.
idea, and
No,
then
I thought
and
you
it got
were-
all
and
And your
changed
partner
around,
was
and it
just
was
like, yeah, I just got
Your
this thing
partner's
on
like, let
notebook
me sketch
paper."
this.
It's
Oh,
like,
your
that's
partner
not.
sketched it?
Huh?
Your partner sketched it?
I think I sketched one of them.
No, because I thought the sketches were cool.
Wait,
I just
wasn't your
thought
show
I,
called Brainiacs?
No, it was
It
like
was called like
Brain zombies.
no,
Brain Zo-
it was like Mr. Something's.
no. It was like Brain Something Inc.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brain Crunching Incorporated. I don't know what it was though. It was Brain something.
yeah. It was
Brain
bizarre.
Smashers, Brain
It
That
was-
Brain
sounds like the
Eaters.
name
It
of a
was just.
Beatles song.
It was literally just supposed to be like Mystery
No,
I thought it was
3000,
like
but like
Mystery-
something but slightly different.
It was like Mr. Ed's
it-
Brain Something Incorporated.
Yeah, Mr. Ed was in it.
I don't know.
I don't think it was Mr. Ed.
Yeah,
I
it
think I
was
made
Mr.
up
It's Mr.
actually.
Something.
Yeah.
I think I made up a name like
Yeah.
a Mr. Something because I wanted it to be in the title.
Mr. Rogers.
Doctor.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was some
I'm
goofy
actually,
name.
interestingly enough, working on our pilot as a series. But my
The one that
question-
we created?
Yeah.
Which one?
I'm not
Mary's
crazy.
famous
Oh yeah,
one.
I'm not crazy.
I'm
There
not
you go.
crazy. The TV
Wait, no,
show.
that's not what we called it. was
No,
it?
That's what it's gonna be called.
No, but that's
though.
what it should be
No,
called.
that was the
Hold
catchphrase.
I'm not
I
crazy.
know.
The
It's
TV
called
show.
The Sane Insanity.
Yes, I remember I came up with that
I'm not
title.
crazy.
That
It's a
is
better
such a
title, I'm
whack
sorry.
title.
No,
I'm not
sorry,
crazy,
but
the
We
TV
need that
show
for
is
the promotional
amazing.
material. That is the
It's so
catchphrase.
No,
That is the
It's
hook.
insanity,
Because you have it.
No,
I'm
the
not.
title is a play on
Insanity.
words. and
No,
it
the,
is
so
the, ti- the
interesting.
title is
If
I'm
you were
not
going to a
crazy,
TV guide,
but
you
you
just
have
saw
like the
insanity,
I'm and the
would you tune
crazy
it
like
in?
colors,
I
different
would.
colors.
I don't know if you
I
would.
definitely would.
Yeah.
Would you
I
really?
can't think of the name. I
They're
don't
like
know
red,
if
and it like
will
and it like comes
but-
down red.
Why don't we just make them psychedelic?
No, that's not how that
But
works.
I'm working on it. But my question is,
My
like,
show's
if
already
I
psychedelic.
Get all of if I make this show, like this series. This pilot
You want to do
like
it here?
that- No, but I'm saying like, what if I want to sell it to ABC? Like, do I have to give you any credit?
Yeah.
Well, I came
Yeah,
up
you
with
do.
the title,
Yeah, you
so
do.
I
Well, I'm
can't
Yeah,
changing
you
the
do.
title
do.
though. I'm
And
changing-
also,
And you based one of the characters on me.
and who else?
You
wor-
based
based
him on my
characters on
likeness.
everyone.
and wait, who else
No,
did
you
you work on it
specifically
with?
credited me.
No,
Yeah,
I
then
told
you-
Katie I was doing this, and she was fine with like me taking like it was my idea. I will say that. No offense. It was
You
not-
better get that
it was
right
A
over the-
dream. It was a
Just
dream
because
I
it was
had.
your idea, though. You
It was-
created it.
We had a lot
I
of
can't wait
input
for
into
Katie
that.
Green to just come
But
back and
it's
start
really
and
a
just
different
sue
story
you.
now. It's such a different story now.
But she said it was okay.
It's a different story now.
If you cast Sigourney Weaver, I'm
I'm
suing
not
you.
casting. Okay, I'll let you go. We won't have Sigourney Weaver, unfortunately. But that was my thing, because now I'm like writing this whole thing. It's so different from what we originally intended it to be. I'll say that. But
You could have gotten me involved with
trying
it.
to-
And the
Did it
times
get
change.
good?
yeah, it's. Really
Oh.
we got amazing
kidding.
grades on that, for the record.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah,
That doesn't prove
that, was,
anything.
that is not a.
Everybody
Yeah,
got a
but
good
we
grade.
had a reaction from Professor Holmes. We had the
Yeah, we had
We made a
reaction
Reaction.
too,
video.
because our thing was good.
We made a video.
Yeah, we had a storyboard.
Yeah, and it was-
I made a video.
Mary made a video.
We had a French
really
painter.
good.
We had impressionism in ours.
I remember
what do you
one
got?
time
You got
that
nothing.
Brendan made a video.
Yeah.
And he showed it to some clients.
Yes.
And you could see his shadow with the holding the camera, and it was very unprofessional.
Look, that
What
you
clients
can't
did
say
you
that.
show?
That was art of the pitch.
That's
It
it.
was great. He's like, he had to come up with a commercial for the Samsung smartwatch.
Yeah, because-
and like they were doing a commercial, and it's just like it was from a first-person point of view. We can see him holding the camera, and I just started laughing.
It's
I was
just
like,
a
oh my
trick of
god.
light.
I would have loved to have seen that, I'll be honest.
It was
It's still,
so
it's
good.
still on the computer in there.
It was still cool though that you actually came up with a
Yeah.
commercial. I mean, hey.
You're welcome, everyone in that
Do we
group.
wanna do
That's
another
so
topic?
funny.
Did you win? I forget.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
We got beat out slightly, and by slightly I mean we were massacred.
Oh, because I want to talk about changing last name.
Changing last names.
All right, so let's talk about changing last names. Is
I
putting a
can't change
hyphen
my
at the
last
end of your
name.
name controversial? Is it just annoying?
No,
How
no,
will we
here's the
find out?
question. Here's the question.
Okay.
So my
I need to
sister
blow my
recently
nose.
got married, which is wonderful and great, and she changed her last name, Elizabeth Kopp, and her original, obviously I'm
Ooh.
Burkott, that's her last name. But I had said that
Yes.
I'm probably not going to change my last name when I get married, which caused a lot of people to, I don't know, disagree with me. I said that I would either hyphenate my last name or I would just keep my last name and my dude can take my last name if
Yeah.
he wants to.
Your dude.
How do you guys feel about
And I
that?
pronounce you dude and wife.
Dude and
Is
wife.
that it?
Dude is-
Dude and do that.
I don't work on a ranch. Don't call me a dude.
Keep your last name if you want.
I loved you in
yeah,
Dallas.
Keep your last name if you want. Keep your last name.
I really don't want to change my last name.
Me either.
I mean,
Don't.
my middle name is an interesting story,
Yeah.
but
that's not what we're talking
yeah,
about. We're talking about
exactly.
last names.
I mean,
you
I
take
have my
your girl's
father's
last
last
name?
name. I don't have my mother's last name,
Yeah.
which is
My
Baumgart.
last name is Ferrari. Yeah, I'm gonna take my girl's last name. Hell no.
No, but like, here's the
Hell
thing.
no, I
Why
have a
do you,
great
why
last
do we
name.
You do
expect
have a great
women
last name.
to change their last name?
Huh?
Why do we
hyphenate
expect
your
them
name.
to do it?
I don't know. It's a tradition thing. I don't know where it comes from.
Well,
I don't
it-
care.
well, it comes
If you don't
from-
want to
from
take
the
the name, I don't
patriarchy,
care. Do whatever you
man.
want.
I can tell you what it comes from. It's because women are supposed to belong to men, and that's not what it means anymore. So it's not
Yeah.
really like I'm not saying, oh my God, this is why I'm not doing it. But I'm just saying I just don't know why it should be expected. Because I'm not.
I don't think
Because
it's
it's like
expected anymore.
it's an appeal to like traditional wisdom, right? It's just like, well, my parents did it this way. Why'd they do it? Because our parents did it this way, and it just goes back and back. So there's really no reason for it. It's like we were talking about before. I don't have a reason for
Yeah,
like
there's no
why
reason
it happens. It just it does. It can be changed.
Would you be offended if your girl was like, I'm not taking your last name?
No, I told you no.
Yeah, I don't think most people care about that stuff anymore. It's 2015.
Like my
too
cousin
busy
took
caring
took
about
her
other things that
her
don't
husband's last name.
My sister took her.
Yeah,
last
it's like
name.
it's
She
up
actually
to you.
changed her middle name to Burkott though.
Yeah.
So she still like
Yeah.
lives with Burkott, but she doesn't have it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I definitely will always be Burkott. I'm just like have pride in my last name. And
That's
my
good.
Family, and
But that's your dad's last name.
yeah. But I still want to be Burkott.
Okay. And that's fine.
for you.
You should be able to be a Burkott.
Can't believe we just had this conversation.
Oh, what do you mean?
I'm
Why
just
not?
kidding. I don't know. I'm just
I
being,
truly do think
I'm
there's
just
some people out
being
there who would
a-
probably be offended.
what Leo likes to say on air.
What?
I like to
over
watch.
Oh
there.
yeah.
You
No,
should
we're not
stay on air.
talking about that.
But we should.
Even better
Let's just talk
topic.
You
about
know
it
what we should talk
In
about?
a vague sense.
Fantastic.
No, we
Beasts
should-
and Where to Find
You must be
Yeah.
this tall to ride this ride.
You can't talk about something that's so small that it can't technically exist.
Oh, that was pretty good.
That was good. I have nothing for
Yeah, let me
that.
get that.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
You win.
you got me. It's a
Man.
friendly. That's a manly handshake.
All right, what was your topic?
Fantastic
Fantastic
Beasts.
Beasts and Where to
do you
Find
find them?
What does that
You
mean?
find
The
them
Harry Potter spin-off
in
movie that's
New
coming
York
out.
City.
Yeah.
That's
the Mole
What
Man.
did
That
you
doesn't count.
I don't know.
Listen, their new Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah.
They released promotional images. They released
they have the logo.
The logo. I'm so beyond excited about it.
Yeah. Logo looks good. Like I know that that's a weird thing to sing
No,
aloud, but
logo
it kind of
looks
like fits with like the traditional Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, I totally
Well,
agree.
when you
which I
don't have a
like.
lot of material to work with, you kind of have to like work with what you're
Yeah,
given.
but
so
I
the
really
logo,
like that was like the first thing they said. Like, I really like that logo, and you know I've told that. to
That
people,
logo.
Yeah. Well.
Anything
good.
involving J.K. Rowling and Hogwarts and the magical world. I know it's like not gonna be in Hogwarts and stuff like that,
My
but just
Immortal.
like
Yeah.
magic and
My-
its amazingness. I'm so excited.
I can't wait
think
to
you
get
would
to the
love it.
theater and
I will
figure
love
out
it.
that it's actually just
If you
a
love
film
shipping, you would
adaptation
love
of
that
My
book.
Immortal. Is that it?
If you love shipping, you love that book.
Yeah,
Well, it's
that's
not
what
gonna
it
be a
is.
book. It's-
My Immortal.
It's
The
I thought
fan
we were talking
fiction.
about
That's
the,
what-
Oh,
Yeah,
stop.
the
I
fan
would
fiction.
not like that.
I'm
You
telling you,
would.
we're-
It's
No, I would not.
hilarious.
What's
I-
Fantastic Feeds?
It's
What?
so funny.
What is it? Is it a spin-off?
No, it's like I don't want to call it a prequel, but it's about the guy. Okay, so the guy that Luna Lovegood ends up marrying.
His dad.
His dad. That's who it's
Newt
about.
Scamander,
Newt-
Scalamander,
Newt
something like
Scamander-
that.
Yeah, they
Newt
really
Scrimmage.
don't elaborate on his character
Newt
in the rest
Scramble.
of the books or in the movies.
Well, they don't really
so-
even talk about him at all. They
Yeah.
like mention him, I think, as the
Yeah.
author of this novel, and so now they're going to talk about. They're just going to do movies on them. I'm so excited. I love Harry Potter so
Newt
much.
Stonewaller and his two lovely assistants who are
Who aren't me?
lesbians,
I'm really upset.
I guess.
I'm really
That's
upset.
what I heard at least. They
I
go
heard
around
that they
and
were
find
going to be
magical
looking
creatures.
for like American actresses as well, because it's going to take place in New York City.
Oh,
as
that's
well.
cool.
And they have, oh my gosh, I read this today, I'm so excited. They're gonna have the American version of the word muggle in the movie. I don't know what it is yet, they haven't revealed. But
It's offensive.
when I found
It is
out,
offensive.
That is offensive.
being called a muggle isn't offensive.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
They prefer to be
Mudblood is
called
offensive.
little
Mudblood is
people.
offensive.
Mudblood
Muggle
is
is not.
offensive.
Muggle. They use Muggle as like a technical term.
Yeah,
But like we don't have like a special
non-magical
word
folk.
for wizards.
they're wizards.
Yeah.
There you go.
So they're
Why-
like
why
so
are
they're
there-
superior.
why are
So we
wizards-
shouldn't have
Why are
Enchanters,
wizards wizards and
spellcasters.
witches witches?
No, it
Why
should be
can't
it
women
should be
be
something-
a wizard?
It should be something like tickets.
Why can't men be witches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tickets.
Yeah.
Tickets. Yeah. Just like some weird made up word for wizards. They have Muggle.
Scalbogs.
Sorcerers.
Tickets.
Philosophers.
Ticket. That's no. A human can be a philosopher.
Yeah.
Well, but
Philosopher.
that's an American term.
Chef.
That's an American term.
Playwright.
No.
Look
Did
at
you
all
know-
those playwrights flying
Listen.
across. Yeah.
The plastics.
Philosopher actually, like in the UK, is seen as like a wizard. In
What?
America, we associate philosophers as they can be normal people, but
Yeah.
in the UK, they are associated as wizards.
It's because.
Because the
Never
first
mind.
Harry Potter book is called to us
Yeah.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
It's the
To
Philosopher's
them,
Stone.
it's Philosopher's Stone because they didn't think Americans understood it.
That's right.
I remember that when I was a little kid. I remember reading the first book, and I remember when I saw the first movie, and I was like, but I read the book and it was Philosopher's Stone. Why am I seeing a movie called The Sorcerer's Stone?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
But I didn't care because I liked both of them.
Yeah. If they would have said Philosopher's Stone, I honestly wouldn't have thought that. Why? So.
I wouldn't be surprised though, because well, I mean, like just from like a historical perspective, philosophers and people who worked in monasteries and alchemists were traditionally the people who looked for the Philosopher's Stone, which some people considered to be an actual physical thing or some kind of liquid or whatever, or some people considered it more of like an idea. And it was basically just
Can
the
you get off
source
your
of
phone,
everlasting
please?
life.
Can you get off your phone?
Look at this.
I'm making
Proving
sure
the
you
point
didn't put something
earlier.
in my hair.
Yeah, making her honor
No,
herself be all about herself.
No,
Yeah.
you were doing some weird things. And
I wasn't doing anything.
He was doing some weird things.
Always doing weird things. Ugh.
That's a good one, man.
Thank you.
You know, I'm putting it on its side. I don't
Yeah,
care.
there you go. Okay, Janine.
No. No, but we
Perfect.
should though.
Ah, music
okay.
picks.
Well,
We
that's
do our
all the
music
time we
picks.
got.
Music
Oh
picks.
yeah, that's right. All right, music picks. Brendan, go.
Shoot, I don't have one. Come back to me.
Wow,
I
you guys
do.
are awful at this.
I actually have one. I've been listening to 21 Pilots.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's good. Churches, but the band that's spelled with the V,
Yeah.
not the U.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
Churches?
The
Churches.
churches. Their new album is super great. You should check it out.
Awesome. Jay Beebs has been killing it as well, though. I'll throw that out
Oh,
there, too.
stop.
I don't really.
Stop.
No, I don't like him,
Stop,
but I
stop,
really
stop.
actually like his songs. I'll give him
It's
some
okay.
credit.
It's okay.
Mine is the new album We Love Disney, which has a bunch of different popular artists of today singing classic Disney songs. It's pretty
Oh,
awesome.
cool.
I think you guys should really
That's
listen
so
to some of them.
I will.
And Raul. Crocodile Chop.
Yeah. No. I don't know.
You're gonna yell at me, and you don't even have a band. You don't have anything.
Hello.
I don't know.
Me or
Listen to the
World.
Flaming Lips.
Is it?
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, that
Or
was a
no.
different one.
Oh,
You
Pepper
actually
by
did
the
that
Butthole
one.
Surfers.
should
There we
do
go.
love.
Okay.
What is love?
That
No.
works.
Oh, that was our
And that was our
Adele,
weekly
you were doing,
broadcast.
It was
Lionel
nice to
Richie.
see you guys again. Hopefully, you know,
Yeah.
Hopefully you
nothing.
weren't.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't get
It's been so long
mad.
since I've
Hopefully you
listened
guys
to
don't
it.
get
I
mad,
didn't even-
and we'll see you next week.
Yes. Goodbye.
Good night, everybody. Why would you do that?
Wow.
Because it's not Halloween anymore.